everyone. We have learned a lot in our previous 7 lectures of pair of straight lines. Now, in this lecture, we will see CQs here. Let us see the first one. The area of the triangle formed by the lines, this pair of lines and this single line is, the options are given here. In this example, the pair of lines is given. Actually, this equation represents two lines having angle 60 degree, and the angle between these two, one of these two lines and this line is also 60. These three lines form an equilateral triangle here. Let us see the figure and we will find the answer related to this. We can check it. This x minus y equal to 4. The slope of this line is plus 1. So the line has slope 1 and y-intercept equal to minus 4. So line is like this. And obviously these two lines are passing through origin. So these are the three lines L1, L2 and L3 which are given here, and they form an equilateral triangle here. So this is nothing but the height of equilateral triangle, and it is nothing but the distance of this line L1, that is x minus y minus 4 equal to 0 from the origin. So if we are able, this will be an equilateral triangle. Okay, you can check whether these three lines form an equilateral triangle or not. So the height of this triangle is nothing but the distance of this line from the origin, and from height we can write the area of triangle, because area of equilateral triangle is equal to root 3 upon 4 into side square. Side square. But height h is equal to root 3 upon 2 into side. You know these two formulas. So h equal to root 3 upon 2 into side. From this we can find s is equal to 2h upon root 3. Put s equal to 2h upon root 3. Therefore, area equal to root 3 upon 4, and s is 2h upon root 3 square. So this 4 and this 2 square will cancel. We get root 3 h upon 3. Sorry, h square upon root 3. So we get h square upon root 3. So this is the area of triangle. And what is h? H is nothing but the distance of this point from the origin. Therefore, the distance, perpendicular distance, is equal to mod of 0 minus 4 upon root 1 plus 1. That is the distance of this line from the origin, and it is equal to mod of minus 4 upon root 2, that is equal to 2 root 2. Just simplify this. This will be 2 root 2. Use that height here 2 root 2, that is 2 root 2 square upon root 3. Or you can write in the next step. Therefore, A is equal to 2 root 2 bracket square upon root 3, and it is equal to 8 upon root 3. So the answer is option B. The second example is the distance between the lines. This is 3 units. Then k equal to what? How the question is asked? As the distance between these two lines is 3 units. Then we can find the distance between two lines. Obviously, if the given two lines are parallel, it means this equation represents pair of lines which are parallel, and we have to find the value of k. Let us write this equation. Then from this equation we get take x minus 2y common from these two. We get x minus 2y. In another bracket we get here x minus 2y as it is, and remains plus k equal to 0. So these are the product of two lines, and therefore their separate equations are x minus 2y equal to 0 and x minus 2y plus k equal to 0. These are the separate equations of lines, and now the distance between these two lines is 3 units. So use the formula to find distance between parallel lines is equal to mod of C1 minus C2. Here C1 is 0, C2 is k. So 0 minus k or k minus 0 upon the coefficient of x is 1, that is root 1 square plus minus 2 square, and it is given equal to 3 units. Therefore we get this is equal to, without mod, k upon root 1 plus 4, that is root 5, is equal to plus minus 3. Therefore k is equal to plus minus 3 root 5. So the answer will be option D. Okay, it's very simple because this combined equation is given. From that, find their separate equations, take the distance between parallel lines equal to 3, and you will get the value of k, that is last option D. Let us see example number 3. The combined equation of bisectors of the angles between the lines represented by this equation is, these are 4 options. In this example, we have to find the bisectors of this angle. Whenever we have done the equation of bisector in remark 7, if ax square plus 2hxy plus by square equal to 0 is the given pair of lines, then their equation of bisectors is nothing but change the position of h, interchange h and a, one h with b. So we get hx square minus a minus bxy minus hy square equal to 0. That is the equation of bisectors of this pair of lines. So use the values of a, b, h in this equation. Comparing this equation with that equation, we get here the values of value of a equal to 5, h equal to 3, and b is equal to minus 1. Is it okay? Now use these 3 values in this equation. Hx square, h means 3x square, minus a minus b is 5 minus 1, that is 6. So minus 6xy, and last is once again h, that is minus 3y square equal to 0. Cancelling 3 from each term, we get x square minus 2xy minus y square equal to 0, and that is nothing but the option C. Okay, it's very simple to find the equation of bisectors of the given pair of lines. Whenever pair of lines is this bisector is this, is the values of a, b, h, you will get the result. See example number 4. If line 4x minus 5y equal to 0 coincides with one of the lines given by this combined equation, then what? That is asked here. Let us find the condition. For that, this is one of the lines, so we can put here slope of this line in the auxiliary equation of this line. Since here slope of given line is m equal to 4 by 5, and the auxiliary equation is bm square plus 2hm plus a equal to 0. Put m is equal to 4 by 5 here. You get b into 16 by 25 plus 2h into m is 4 by 5 plus a equal to 0. Multiply each term by 25. We get 16b plus here multiply by 5, 4 to 8. 8 4, that is 40 h plus 25 a equal to 0. So this is nothing but the 25a plus 40h plus 16b equal to 0. So the correct answer is A. Is it okay? What to do? Put the value of slope in the auxiliary equation of given equation, you will get the condition. Now let us see example number 5. If slope of one of the lines, this is the combined equation of pair of lines passing through origin, is square of the other. Condition is given, slope of one of the lines is square of the other. It means if we suppose M1 and M2 are the slopes of two lines represented by this, then M1 is slope of the another line, that is M2 square, M1 equal to M2 square. Then find the condition. Now this condition is given, also as this equation represents pair of lines, we know the sum of the slopes, that is M1 plus M2 is minus 2h upon b, and M1 M2 is equal to a upon b. So now we have three equations in M1 and M2. This one is first, this is second equation, this one is third. And from these three equations we have to obtain condition. That means we have to eliminate M1 and M2 from these three equations. So put M1 equal to M2 square in both these equations. We get M1 is M2 square plus M2 equal to minus 2h upon b. Put first M1 equal to M2 square here. Put M1 equal to M2 square, then this will become M2 square into M2, that is M2 cube equal to a upon b. It implies M2 is equal to, therefore M2 is equal to a upon b raised to 1/3, means taking cube roots of both sides. So we get the value of M2. Now put this value again in this equation, so that we get here, putting this here, we get this as a upon b bracket cube, its square means raised to 2/3, plus M2 is a upon b raised to 1/3, and it is equal to minus 2h upon b. Now we get this equation where M1 and M2 get eliminated. Now this is equation in A, B and H. Just simplify these options. Take cubes of both sides. A plus B bracket cube is formula. It is equal to, let us write the formula in terms of x and y. So x plus y bracket cube is x cube plus y cube plus 3xy in bracket x plus y. Let us use this formula here. So the cube of first is, here is cube root, so cube get cancelled, remains square. So this is a square upon b square, plus cube of second term is, obviously cube root get cancelled, remains only a upon b, plus 3 into xy, product of these two terms having same base, so sum of the indices, that is a upon b 2/3 plus 1/3, and last x plus y, this is x, this is y, so as it is a upon b raised to 2/3 plus a upon b raised to 1/3 equal to, taking cube we get here 8h cube upon b cube. So obviously 8h cube is there, 8h cube is here. Check whether it is plus or minus. Now here 2/3 plus 1/3 is nothing but 1, so this get cancelled, or this is equal to 1. So we get here a square upon b square plus a upon b plus this 3 into a upon b, and this sum is nothing but minus 2h upon b, and it is equal to the same 8h cube upon b cube. Now at the denominator everywhere is b, so multiply each by b cube. Here b square get cancelled, remains b only, so a square b. Here 1 b get cancelled, so ab square. Here is b square, multiplying by b cube, b square get cancelled, remains 1b. It is minus 6 abh and last one is that, sorry, minus 2h upon b cube is negative, so it is plus 8h cube equal to 0, and it is nothing but the option number, I think C is the correct option. Okay, let us see example number 6. The difference between the slopes of the lines given by this is 2, 1, 4 or root 3. We want here the difference between the slopes. If m1 and m2, if m1 and m2 are the slope of the two lines, then we want here m1 minus m2. It is asked here. But comparing this equation with ax square plus 2hx square plus by square, we get a is equal to tan square theta plus cos square theta. 2h equal to minus 2 tan theta. And last b is equal to that sin square theta. Okay. m1 minus m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b, and m1 m2 is equal to a upon b. So we get here m1 minus m2 is equal to minus 2h, that is applying negative sign here, we get this as positive, that is 2 tan theta upon b. B is nothing but sin square theta. And m1 m2 is equal to a upon b. A is tan square theta plus cos square theta upon b is sin square theta. Okay, now since we know that m1 minus m2 bracket square is equal to m1 plus m2 bracket square minus 4 times m1 m2. This identity is very much important. Okay, so put values of m1 plus m1, sorry, this is m1 plus m2. So m1 plus m2 is taking square, we get 4 tan square theta upon sin raised to 4 theta minus 4 into m1 m2 is this, that is 4 in bracket tan square theta plus cos square theta upon sin square theta. Okay, here is sin raised to 4, here is sin square, so multiply and numerator and denominator by sin square, and taking common, we can take 4 also common, 4 upon sin raised to 4 theta in bracket tan square theta minus this tan square theta into sin square theta, and multiply this by sin square, we get with negative sign, that is minus cos square theta into sin square theta, that is equal to 4 upon sin raised to 4 theta in bracket, taking tan square theta common from these two, and 1 minus sin square becomes cos square, so we get here tan square into cos square theta minus cos square theta into sin square theta. Once again taking common cos square, we get 4 cos square theta upon sin raised to 4 theta in bracket tan square theta minus sin square theta. Now tan square is nothing but sin square upon cos square, it is sin square theta upon cos square theta. Once again taking sin square common, and this sin raised to 4, 1 sin square will cancel, here in bracket 1, so that we get 4 cos square theta into sin square theta upon sin raised to 4 theta in bracket 1 upon cos square theta minus 1. So here 1 sin square get cancelled, remains cos square upon sin square. So it is equal to 4 into cos square upon sin square is tan square, or 8 cos square upon sin square as it is cos square theta upon sin square theta. In bracket here we get 1 minus cos square upon cos square, that is 1 minus cos square is sin square theta upon cos square theta. This sin square, this cos square get cancel 4. So this m1 minus m2 square equal to 4. So m1 m2 equal to 2. So answer option A is correct, where the difference is 2. Okay. So what to do? First write values of APH, from that m1 plus m2, m1 m2, use this identity, substitute here and simplify, we will get 4. So square equal to 4, so difference will be 2. Okay. Let us see now example number 7. The angle between the lines represented by the equation is, already in this equation sin theta is given as the coefficient of x square and y square. So this equation is nothing but sin theta into x square plus 2xy plus sin theta into y square equal to 0. So this is nothing but a, this is 2h, and this is b. So a equal to sin theta, 2h equal to 2, and b is equal to sin theta. You know that the angle between, let us suppose that angle be alpha. So we get here tan alpha is equal to mod of 2 root h square minus ab upon a plus b. So it is equal to modulus of 2 root. What is the value of h? 2h equal to 2. So h equal to 1. So 1 square minus a is sin theta, b is also sin theta. So ab is sin theta into sin theta upon a plus b is sin theta plus sin theta. So it is equal to mod of 2 root 1 minus sin square theta upon sin plus sin theta is 2 sin theta. 2 to be cancelled here. That is equal to root 1 minus sin square is cos square, its root is cos theta. So mod of cos theta upon sin theta, and it is nothing but the cot theta. But we have found tan alpha equal to cot theta. So convert this cot into tan, that is tan of pi by 2 minus theta. Now cancelling tan theta with alpha equal to pi by 2 minus theta. So the answer is option C, that is pi by. See this example number 8. With the equidangles between the pair of lines this and this be theta 1 and theta 2 respectively, then what is the relation between theta 1 and theta 2? Let us suppose the angle between these two lines is theta 1, therefore tan theta 1 is equal to mod of 2 root h. H is here minus 7 by 2, because 2h equal to minus 7. So h equal to minus 7 by 2 bracket square, that is h square minus ab. A is 3, b is 4. So it is 3 into 4 divided by a plus b, that is 3 plus 4. So it is equal to mod of 2 root 49 by 2 4 minus 12 4 divided by 7. So it is equal to mod of 2 root 49 is 7. Before that 49 minus 12 into 4, that is 48. So 49 minus 48, that is 1 by 4. So it is half again upon 7. So it is equal to 1 upon 7, 2 to be cancelled. So tan theta 1 is equal to 1 by 7. Let us find second, that is tan theta 2 is equal to, using the same formula, 2 root h square minus ab. Here h is 2h equal to minus, so h equal to minus 5 by 2. Minus ab is, a is 6, b is equal to 1. So it is 6 into 1 upon a plus b, that is 6 plus 1. So it is equal to mod of 2 root 25 by 4 minus 6 4 divided by 7. So it is equal to mod of 2 into, once again this is 25 minus 24, that is 1 by 4. So root 1 by 4 is again half upon 7, 2 to get cancel, it is equal to 1 by 7. As both tan theta 1 and tan theta 2 have same values, so theta 1 is equal to theta 2. So the option A is correct one. Now see example number 9. The lines B is given by will be coincident if these four options. Let us write the equation of line as a square x square minus, take that term to the left, that is a into b plus c xy plus bc y square. So compare this equation with ax square plus 2hxy plus capital B y square equal to 0. Why? Because already in this equation small abc are used. So let us take here capital letters. So we get a equal to a square, h equal to minus a into b plus c upon 2 and capital B is equal to small b. Okay. As these two lines are coincident, so the condition for coincident lines is x square minus ab is equal to 0. Therefore, we get x square means b square. X square is a square into b plus c bracket square upon 4. This is the h square. Minus ab is the product of this, that is minus a square into bc. Bc is equal to 0. Let us simplify, we will get the required condition. Therefore, a square, we get b plus c bracket square minus 4 times bc is equal to 0. Multiplying this by 4 and dividing by 4 and taking this 4 to the right, we get a square in bracket b plus c bracket square minus 4 times bc. Only we have used this formula in identity, m1 minus m2 bracket square equal to m1 plus m2 bracket square minus 4 times m1 m2. So this is the square of the difference. So it is a square into bracket b minus c bracket square equal to 0. Okay. So now the product of these two is 0. It means either a square equal to 0 or b minus c bracket square will be 0. Whenever a square equal to 0, therefore we get a equal to 0 and square will be 0, means b minus c equal to 0, that is b equal to c. So b equal to c and e equal to 0 are the two options we are given in option A. So A is the correct option for this. Let us see this example number 10. If the lines p minus q x square plus y is p plus q x y plus q minus p y square equal to 0 are mutually perpendicular, then p equal to q, p equal to 0, q equal to 0, and the last option is p and q have any value. Actually this example is looking difficult, or this equation is looking difficult, but actually this example is very simple because the lines are given mutually perpendicular. Mutually perpendicular means the coefficient of x square and y square should be negatives of each other, or the condition for perpendicularity is a plus b equal to 0. Here a is equal to this and b is equal to q minus p, means p minus q plus q minus p. Obviously p and negative p, q and negative q and q, their addition will be 0. So condition is satisfying here. That means whatever value of p and q, if you take p, any value of p and q, then p minus q is obviously negative of q minus p. So for any values of p and q, this equation represents perpendicular lines. So answer D is correct here. Okay. There are some questions in CET exam which are very simple, so that we can solve them, or we can find the answer of that question within 1 minute. Okay. This is one of them. Let us see example number 11. if the angle between the pair of straight lines x square minus 3xy plus lambda y square plus 3x minus 5y plus 2 equal to 0. Here lambda is unknown given. Is tan inverse of 1 by 3, where lambda is a non-negative real number, then lambda is what? That is the question here. Comparing this equation with general second degree equation, we get a equal to 1 to h equal to minus 3, so h equal to minus 3 by 2, b is equal to lambda, this 2g equal to 3, but we need only angle, so these values of a, b, h are sufficient, no need to find f, g, c. The angle is given tan inverse of 1 by 3, but tan theta is equal to mod of 2 root h square minus ab whole divided by a plus b. So here actual angle is given 1 by 3, theta is given tan inverse of 1 by 3, so tan theta is equal to 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is equal to 2 mod of 2 root h is minus 3 by 2, its square is 9 by 4, minus a is 1, b is lambda, so lambda upon a plus b, that is 1 plus lambda. Okay, let us take the square of both sides. We get 1 by 9 is equal to 4 in bracket 9 by 4 minus lambda upon 1 plus lambda bracket square, that is 1 plus lambda square plus 2 lambda. Okay, so take the multiplication, we get lambda square plus 2 lambda plus 1 is equal to, here multiplying by 4, 4 get cancelled, so 9 only, and here minus lambda by 4, or this one will be 9 minus 4 lambda, this is 4 into 9 minus lambda upon 4, so that these 4 get cancelled, sorry, 9 minus 4 lambda. Now taking cross multiplication, we get 81 minus 36 lambda, therefore this is lambda square. Taking this 36 to the left, we get 38 lambda minus 80 equal to 0. Therefore, now take the factors of this, or you can check whether which satisfy that equation. This is 4 plus 38 into 2, 38 into 2, that is 76, 76 plus 4, that is 80, 80 minus 80 is 0, so lambda equal to 2 satisfy that, lambda does not equal to 0 does not satisfy that, 3 also not, and 1 also not, so the answer is a equal to 2. Therefore here we get lambda is equal to 2, because only 2 lambda equal to 2 satisfies this quadratic equation. Okay, let us see example number 12. If the angle between the two lines given by this equation, general second degree equation, is pi by 4, this angle is given pi by 4, then which one of them these 4 is correct? Let us use the formula of finding angle between pair of lines. It is tan theta, and tan theta is equal to mod of 2 root h square minus ab upon a plus b. But here theta is given pi by 4, so tan pi by 4 is equal to the same. Tan pi by 4 is 1 equal to 1 second same. Here root is given or there in the formula, so take the squares. So we get 1 is equal to 4 in bracket h square minus ab upon a plus b bracket square. Take this square to the left, we get a square plus 2ab plus b square equal to 4h square minus 4ab. Taking this 4 to the left, we get a square plus 6ab plus b square, that is equal to 4 square, and is nothing but option D. Now see example number 13. The equation x square plus y square into h square plus k square minus a square equal to hx plus ky bracket square represents a pair of perpendicular lines if a, b, c, d, these 4 options are given here. as this equation represents pair of perpendicular lines, means a plus b is equal to 0. That is the sum of the coefficient of x square, that is this, and coefficient of y square, that is the same, is 0. So h square plus a square minus a square plus h square plus a square minus a square is equal to 0. It is nothing but the sum of the same number h square plus a square minus a square. It is twice is equal to 0. So once again, cancelling these two, we get h square plus k square minus a square equal to 0. That is h square plus k square is equal to a square. So answer C is correct. Okay, very simple. Just use the condition of perpendicular lines, simplify it, you will get the option C. Now see example number 14. If sum of the slopes of the lines given by this equation, which is homogeneous equation in x and y, is 4 times their product. Sum is 4 times the product. That is important here. Okay, let us see. Since comparing this equation with homogeneous equation, we get a equal to 1, 2h equal to minus 2c, so h equal to minus c, and b is equal to minus 7. Okay, then the sum of the slopes is m1 plus m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b, minus 2h is 2c, upon b is minus 7, so it is minus 2c upon 7, and m1 m2 is equal to a upon b, so a is 1, b is minus 7, so it is minus 1 by 7. Okay, now knowing these two, the condition is related to that sum is 4 times the product, that is m1 plus m2 is equal to 4 times m1 m2, that is given by condition. So m1 plus m2 is minus 2c upon 7, 4 into minus 1 by 7, negative sign get cancelled, 7 get cancelled, therefore you get 2c is equal to 4, therefore c is equal to 2. So the option C is our correct answer. Okay, let us see example number 15. The joint equation of the lines passing through the origin and trisecting the first quadrant, means two lines which are passing through origin but trisecting the first quadrant, means those two lines are making 3 equal parts of first quadrant. Let us see figure here. Suppose this is first quadrant, then two lines are there which are passing through origin, but they are trisecting this quadrant. Trisecting means making 3 equal parts. So obviously each angle has measure 30 degree. So the inclination of this first line L1 is equal to 30 and the inclination of second line will be 60. So two lines having angle 30 and 60, therefore their equations are, at lines passing through origin, their equations are y is equal to m1x and y equal to m2x. Here m1 is nothing but tan 30 and here m2 is equal to tan 60. So let us use the values of 30 and 60. Therefore y equal to tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 and tan 60 is root 3x. So this will give us root x minus root 3y equal to 0, and this is root 3x minus y equal to 0. So their combined equation is x minus root 3y and root 3x minus y equal to 0. Therefore the product will be root 3 x square, this is minus xy and this is minus 3xy, that is sum is minus 4xy minus root 3 y square equal to 0. So the option C is the correct answer. Root 3x square minus 4xy minus plus root 3y square equal to 0. Okay. Now let us see example number 16. If the pair of lines this and this where a greater than 0 have a common line, means this equation represents two lines, this equation represents two lines, but one of them is common. Okay, so what to do? First find the two lines from this equation. From this equation we get 6x square plus xy minus y square equal to 0. The factors will be obviously minus 6 and plus 1, that is plus 3xy minus 2xy minus y square equal to 0. A common 3x in bracket remains 2x plus y, taking minus y common we get 2x plus y equal to 0. So the two lines will be 2x plus y equal to 0 and 3x minus y equal to 0. So one of these two lines is common with these two. So let us suppose first that y is equal to minus 2x is line common with that. So put y equal to minus 2x in this second equation, so that we get 3x square minus axy minus y square equal to 0, means 3x square minus ax into y is minus 2x. Y is minus 2x, so we get 4x square equal to 0. So here x square, this x square and this x square can be taken common and it will get cancelled. So remains 3 minus plus 2a minus 4 equal to 0, that is 2a minus 1 equal to 0, and therefore a is equal to half is the value of positive value of a. So option A is correct. Okay, sometimes what will happen, instead of this condition, suppose a greater than 0 is not given here, then the option will be half, 1 and minus half. This will be half minus half, suppose minus 1. Then sometimes this line may be coincident with this, or this line may be one of the lines given by this two. So here from this equation we get y is equal to 3x. If we put y equal to 3x, if y equal to 3x in this equation, then this equation becomes 3x square minus ax into 3x minus y is 3x, so it is 9x square equal to 0. Once again x square, this x square and x square will cancel, remains 3 minus 3a minus 9 equal to 0. So this is minus 6, so minus 3a minus 6 equal to 0. Minus minus becomes plus, so a is equal to minus 2. So another option will be minus 2. So whenever half is given, there will be minus 2. So at that time our answer will be a equal to half and a equal to minus 2. So that in that case the answer will be half and minus 2. Okay. So in question they may ask two values or one values of that unknown a. Okay. Now see example number 17. Now see this second last example. If origin 0 0, a 1 2 and b 3 4 are the vertices of triangle OAB, then the joint equation of altitude and median drawn through O is. These are four options. Okay, let us see small figure here for better understanding. O is here, A is 1 2, B is 3 4. So the triangle will be like this, and we have to draw the altitude and median from this point. Altitude, it will be like this, and median, it will be like this. So this O M, and for altitude OA. So you want equations of OA and OM. So M is the midpoint of these 2 points. This one is 1 2 and this is 3 4. So the midpoint of this n is 3 plus 1, that is 4 upon 2, that is 2, and 2 plus 4, 6 upon 2, that is 3. So midpoint is 2, 3. So the equation of line, this line is 2y equal to 3x. So here the midpoint is 2, 3. Therefore, the equation of median is multiply this first x coordinate by y and second y coordinate by x, that is 3x minus 2y equal to 0. That is the equation of median. Now about altitude. Here the line is passing through these 2 points, so slope of these 2 lines, line AM is find slope from this. Here the slope of actually the points AB are given here, no? So let us take here name for this as L. This is A, this is B. So slope of AB is equal to difference in y, that is 4 minus 2, 2, and 3 minus 1, that is 2. So it is 2 upon 2, that is equal to 1. So slope of this is 1, so the slope of its perpendicular is equal to minus 1. Therefore, slope of altitude is equal to minus 1. It is passing through origin and slope is minus 1. Therefore, equation of altitude is equal to y equal to mx, that is y equal to minus x. It means x plus y equal to 0. Now these are the two equations, x minus 2y and x plus y. One is median, another is altitude. Their joint equation. Their joint equation will be x plus y into 3x minus 2y equal to 0. It will be 3x square minus 2 plus 3, that is plus xy, and minus 2y square equal to 0. Where is that? 3x square plus xy minus 2y square equal to 0. So the option D is correct. This example is asked in MST CET 2017. Example number 17 is asked in 2017 exam. Okay. So I think within 1 or 2 minutes we will find the answer, correct answer of this question. Okay. Let us see last one, which is asked in MST CET 2018 exam. Now see the last one, 18th, which is asked in MST CET 2018. Here the line 5x plus 1 minus 1 equal to 0 coincides with one of the lines given by this equation. Then the value of k we have to find. Obviously, if one line is given out of two lines, from this line find the value of y or x and put in second equation. From equation 1 we get y equal to minus 5x plus 1. Put y equal to minus 5x plus 1 in this equation, so that we get 5x square plus x into y means minus 5x plus 1 minus kx minus 2y means this minus 5x plus 1 plus 2 equal to 0. Just simplify this. This will give us 5x square. This is minus 5x square. This is plus x minus kx plus 10x minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0. Here minus 2 plus 2 will cancel. Also 5x square minus 5x square will cancel. Remains here x means 1x. X plus 10, that is 11x minus kx equal to 0. So 11 minus k into x equal to 0. Obviously here x is not equal to 0. So 11 minus k is equal to 0 implies k equal to 11. So for k equal to 11 we get this equal to 0 and satisfies the condition. So answer C is correct, that is 11. Okay. I think these examples will guide you how to solve the examples from this topic. In the syllabus of this exam, the straight line the topic from 11th class. It is also including CET exam. So including that topic and this pair of straight lines, there will be at least 2 questions in CET exam. So 4 marks are there for this topic. Solve number of examples, because these 18 examples are not sufficient for this. You have to solve at least near about 100 examples from this topic, so that your topic or your practice of objects will be okay. Okay, thank you.